this ick made me disgusted or offended, but I'm gonna go with both because he was way out of line. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to it if this is the first time you are seeing my face. Thank you for clicking on it. My name is Jacy and I like to do story times, chit chats, and rants on this channel. And today I have a lot of energy, so I decided to do an ICKS part 2 video. So make sure to check out my ICKS part 1, but it's just gonna be some little story time snippets of some times where people have given me the ick and it just makes me very not attracted to them anymore. I also wanted to film this video right now because I just got done filming some photos for a birthday photo shoot. It's gonna be my birthday this week, so I wanted to get some cute pics for the gram, so make sure you're following me on social media so you can see how those turned out. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to me, that's really all I want for my birthday. It's for you to hit that little subscribe button and you can join us for future videos so you can sound off in the comments with your own experiences on some of the topics we're talking about here. Truly, it would make my birthday. But with that being said, let's get started on some of these story time snippets of times where people have given me the ick and just make me not interested in them anymore. All right, so if you haven't seen my part 1 of people that gave me the ick, here's my little disclaimer. Icks are something that it's kind of like a turnoff, so somewhat of a red flag, somewhat of a turnoff, but just something that makes you like physically cringe and be like, ew, now I'll never consider dating you, even if that may not have been the case in the first place. So I'd like to reiterate, I wasn't necessarily on a date with these people. I may not have necessarily been romantically interested in these people, but these were just some things that happened with people that I know where I was just like, ew, ew, ick. So ick number 1 happened where it was like a friend of a friend and we were heading to a mutual friend's party and he offered to pick me up to be my ride. So I remember at the time I was still living at my parents' house and he came and swooped me up and we started to head to this party. Now, because I was still living with my parents, I was in a very suburban neighborhood. So, you know, we start taking some side streets, we're winding through the houses, and there was a lemonade stand by these 2 adorable children. And I very much remember being like, oh my gosh, like a lemonade stand, we have to stop. So I don't know if you know the rules of the world, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal to not stop for a lemonade stand. At least that's what my mom taught me. I was always taught to always keep some cash on you and to always stop for a lemonade stand. And when you do, to give them more money than what the lemonade's worth. Are you really gonna give kids 50 cents when you have $1 or be like, oh, can I get change for a 5 when these budding entrepreneurs are just trying to follow their dreams and buy themselves an Xbox? No, you give them the extra money. That's just how I always been taught, how I was raised. And so I was with this guy and I was like, oh my God, a lemonade stand, let's stop really quick. This man turned to me and said, I don't like lemonade, and kept driving past these 2 doe-eyed children just looking to make their financial dreams come true as 6-year-olds. Isn't that such an ick? It's not about the lemonade. It's not like what delicious, refreshing drink could cool me off on this summer day. Sorry kids, I'm gonna go to Starbucks for an iced coffee. No, you stop and you get lemonade and you tip the kids and you just let them have fun and be kids. And this man said, ew, no, I don't like lemonade, as if that was the point of stopping for a lemonade stand. The fact that he didn't even conceptualize the idea of it was just to make the kids' day just made it such an ick for me. And it was just such a weird kind of indicator of his character in a weird way. Not that like I love kids or that I want my own children or anything, but to not have that compassion to just like, I don't know, make a kid's day. It just was one of my weird icks and something that I remembered and something I wanted to tell to you guys. That's weird, right? You gotta stop for lemonade stands. Oh my gosh, ick number 2 still makes me laugh to this day. So this was the same guy. I've done a full story time about him. Let me think of which one he was. He was the one where I was the bad date because I think I was kind of being mean to him. So make sure to go check out that video because I fully roast myself for not being a very good date. But it was the same guy. So I was on a date with this guy and I remember him being very attractive. He was a very handsome man. But one of the things that kept bothering me, and I don't remember if I said it in this video. I think I filmed that like a year and a half ago, so I have no concept of what I said. But I'm hoping I said something along the lines of, he just kept talking about how attractive he was and not like telling me anything, which I thought was really weird because it's not like I require validation, but he just kept talking about how handsome he was. And I'm just like, okay, we get it. You're a narcissist. No, I'm just kidding. But there was one specific phrase that he said that made me laugh out loud because he said it, I kid you not, you guys, more than 3 times. More than 3 occasions, he brought up the fact that in high school, he used to model for Abercrombie and Fitch. Now, the funny thing about this is that it is like kind of an implicit flex that like, hey, I've always been hot and I'm still hot. I used to be a shirtless model that would stand outside a store for only white people. Pretty cool, right? But it was such a weird thing to brag about now, knowing how awful Abercrombie and Fitch is. If you guys haven't seen the documentary on Netflix about their racist and discriminatory practices in not only their hiring process, but also in who they're marketing and who their target demographic is for their clothes, it's terrible because they're racist. And so it was kind of like, yeah, that's cool, but also I could never afford Abercrombie. I never saw myself represented in Abercrombie. They were just a shitty company in general, but also the people that modeled for them, and I don't want to judge on the whole here, but they're all kind of douchebags. That's what my overall perspective of them is. I know not everybody is a douchebag who used to model for Abercrombie, but the fact that you keep bringing it up and keep talking about how hot you used to be and how you used to model for them shirtless all the time, ick. Find something cooler about yourself now. You're almost 30. Good God. Ick number 3 goes really core deep into some of my interests and some of my passions in life, and that is sports. I am a big sports person. My family, we're all big sports people. I've played multiple sports growing up. I still have season tickets to a women's soccer game. Used to go to football games all the time. I love sports. So there was one time where my friends and I, we all gathered in this huge group to go to the beach. So there's multiple things you could do at the beach. You can be a lounger, you can be a suntanner, you could be a surf rider in the waves, or you could be one of the people that plays sports on the beach. Now, I'm a little bit of everything with those. I like to relax. I like to eat my little snicky snacks in the sun while bathing. I also like to go out and throw the football around. So as I'm hanging out with these friends, there was this one handsome man there that, again, I may not have been romantically attracted to, but what he did next made me forgo any type of romantic thought I could have ever had while daydreaming as I'm falling asleep and creating fake storylines in my head of romantic comedies of my own nonsensical life. You guys do that too, right? So we stand up, we're like, hey guys, let's throw around the football. And he was like, yeah, I'm in. And then, how do I say this? He couldn't catch a football. This man was like 25 years old. He was a fit boy. Like, he goes to the gym. He knows sports. He looks athletic. And this guy could not catch a football for his life. It's as if he lotioned up with movie theater popcorn butter and just everything was sliding through. Everything was going through his arms. Like, he was diving into the sand and making it look like the most uncoordinated thing I've ever seen. And then trying to watch him throw the football was just another one where I'm standing there being like, dude, it's a Nerf ball. This isn't some NFL level standard size professional football. It's a Nerf ball. And he couldn't get the coordination down to throw and catch a Nerf ball. Now that's probably one of my most shallow icks that I've ever gotten, but it's just like, catch a ball. I like sports. You gotta know how to catch a ball. That's just an ick for me. I feel bad about it, but it just is. This next ick happened on a date where it was somebody who I went on one date with, and then we just mutually agreed that, hey, the chemistry is just not working. But I think one thing that it was what happened in this situation. So we met up for our first date and we kind of parked somewhere, but we decided to go on this really long walk and walk to the restaurant where we were going to. So we walk for 20 minutes, we're chit-chatting, getting to know each other, and then we go into the restaurant, we have a really good time at the restaurant, then we walk back to the car for 20 minutes, and I kind of make the comment of like, hey, do you want some dessert? Like, I'm full from dinner, but I could go for something sweet. And that's when on the date, this guy says the words, you know, do you ever have it where your social battery just runs out? Yeah, I kind of hit that back at dinner, so I think it's gonna be a no from me. And I loved this because I actually got a comment recently on one of my videos where somebody said I'm very judgmental of introverted people. And I don't think judgmental is the right word. I just absolutely agree that I don't vibe well with introverted people. I mean, it's not like I hate them or I don't get along with them, but I think I thrive in the environment with other extroverts. This man clearly had introverted tendencies and did have that social battery that ran out. But the fact that he would say that and phrase it to me like that, where he's essentially telling me like, hey, you're wearing me out. we're done. I just thought it was so funny. I don't know if that actually counts as an ick or more of like, I'm just offended and wanted to tell you guys about it. But this man straight up said to me, my social battery ran out with you at dinner, so no thanks, I don't want dessert. And then of course we never saw each other again. We texted each other like, hey, I don't think it's a match. And I was like, yeah, no duh, because I was taking it easy on you on dinner. If you think that was a lot, you should see Red Bull espressoed up Jacy. That's another level. That's kind of where I am now, which is why I had to stand up during this video. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm standing up because I had too much energy to sit down. And because I wanted you to see my outfit. I'll show it to you at the end. And last but not least, one of the most recent icks I've gotten was, again, not from somebody that I was romantically interested in, but it happened and I had to add it to the list of don't do this because this is such a huge ick. I was gonna go to a party at some friend's house and there was a group of us that went grocery shopping to pick up supplies for the party. You know, White Claws and Trulies and mixers and vodka and popcorn and chips. Party, party, party. You guys get it. It's a fiesta. You need things. So I guess this story I should preface that both of my parents work or worked at grocery stores my entire life. So I'm a grocery store kid through and through. I know not to buy meat at full price. I know when to buy vegetables when they're on sale, what's a good deal, what's not a good deal. I got it all down. So we go grocery shopping and we start checking out with our cart full of groceries. And I was like, oh shoot, I forgot my reusable bags because I always keep some on me. I always keep some in the car. So I was like, let me go run out to the car and grab them. And this guy was like, no, it's fine. We'll just use the plastic bags. And I was like, but I'll just go grab them real quick. Like, we're not even next in line. We're next in line. I have time to go grab them. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. You might not make it. And I was like, all right, it's fine. Like, I probably won't make it. And like, I got a little twinge of guilt in my stomach because my mom's been teaching me to use reusable bags since before that became a taxable thing in California. So I was just like, oh yeah, like, that's fine. Okay, no worries. We'll get the plastic bags. So we're putting everything to plastic bags. We start taking our groceries out to the car. We're putting everything in the car. And this man takes the cart and does one of those things where he pops the wheels up and pops it onto the planter in front of the car. And I was like, what are you doing? And he said, what do you mean? I said, your grocery cart. The grocery cart returns right there. And he said, no, they get paid to come and fetch these. I'll leave it here. Do you know how insulting that is for somebody who grew up in the life of grocery store workers? I was on a picket line when I was 13 years old fighting for my parents' grocery store union and for their rights, and I was taught to always return your grocery cart. It doesn't matter if they're getting paid for it. That is the humane and compassionate and normal thing to do. And the fact that you would use the word they fetch these because they get paid to do it? How dare you? You just offended me to my core. And that's an ick. And now I'll never date you. I was never gonna date you, but now I'm really never gonna date you because you just offended my heritage. Goodbye. And then I never talked to him again. No, I'm just kidding. He's still my friend. But I did explain like, hey, it's actually just like the nice thing to do to return your groceries cart. There's actually like a big psychological thing, you guys should look it up, that society would be perfect based on how you view returning your grocery cart. If you think that it's just their job and it's not your responsibility, that shows that you're more of a selfish person versus like you doing it because it doesn't cause you any harm, but it's just because it's the right thing to do. I don't know, look it up, but I'm fully on the side of you should return your grocery cart. But that's gonna be it for this super quick video. I had a lot of energy, so I just wanted to pop one out real quick. That sounds weird, but you guys get it. Let me know down in the comments below of some of your weird icks. These can be turnoffs, these can be red flags, or these can just be weird little things that somebody has done where you're just like, ugh, that's not attractive. I saw a TikTok once where somebody said that the only ick that they give off is how ugly they get onto a bicycle. And I thought that was so funny because I was like, you're right. I'm terrible at getting onto a bicycle. That'd be me. But I also want to know if you return your grocery cart, because if you're on the side of, no, it's their job, I don't need to return it to the cart holder, let me know your thoughts and your reasonings for that, because I'm very interested in people who think that way, because you guys are wrong. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, I am in my birthday outfit. I almost said birthday suit, but YouTube will demonetize me if I say that. I'm in my birthday outfit, so keep an eye out for some birthday themed videos coming up. If you want to make my birthday again, subscribe to my channel. Or if you're already subscribed to this channel, go subscribe to my vlog channel. It'd be the best birthday present ever. And I'll love you all for forever. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles! Okay, you want to see the full birthday outfit? So my photos, I'm not wearing the undershirt because there's a lot of cleavage, but it's a jumpsuit! Surprise! Can you see it? I can't see this far, but I got white boots and a sparkly jumpsuit. I feel like Harry Styles. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to me. Also, the jumpsuit is rented from Newly, so I don't own it. But it's pretty, huh? Thank you. I needed that for today.